All right, so maybe you're tired of waiting for your powder dispenser, whether it's a Charge Master, IntelliDropper, Autotrickler, whatever it is. Maybe you're tired of only having one, and maybe you're realizing that dropping powder is really going to be the slowest operation in your final reloading process. And you're loading for a big match, 100 rounds, 200 rounds, 400, 800 like I did for Nationals. And you decided you're finally going to pop for 2 Autotricklers. Well, let me show you a couple tips for setting this up. So first off, I have limited space. You guys all know I load on a 4-foot bench, and that's everything I do. And so my original Autotrickler, had the Autotrickler feeding from the side. Well, I've gone ahead and rearranged it so now they both feed from the back, and then that way they sit very nicely side by side. Now, I've been running this one for a little bit now, but I've got the matching lid to come because I really am a big fan of these lids. And I've also got another powder cup coming. But in any event, I have 2 of these running, same powder. They're set up identical. They're calibrated the same, they're programmed the same. And then you'll notice that I've got some numbers on the tape here, which I'll explain in a second. So if you have a single Autotrickler, you're familiar with the app on the Bluetooth, you would hit tap to scan. It would pop up a little box that says Bluetooth or unit found, tap to connect, and then you'd be off and running. With 2 Autotricklers, it's a little trickier because you can only have one Bluetooth device running off of a device at a time. So I don't want to have to run one Autotrickler off my pad and then this one off my phone, and that's just a mess. So what I do is, whether it's my phone or my pad, I will go ahead and hit tap to scan. Now what you'll see is 2 different Autotricklers. So multiple Autotricklers found, please select one. Now you'll notice these match up to my identifiers here, 4A6D, 669A. Now if I was using my phone, it would use these identifiers, 7267 and 3248. I don't know why every device brings up its own Bluetooth identifier on here, but nevertheless, I just went through. It was really easy to figure it out. I tapped on one, I did a manual drop, I saw which one dropped, I labeled it. Obviously the other one's the other one. Doing this is a lifesaver, and I'll show you why in a minute. So let's go ahead and connect to my number 1 machine, 669A. So we're going to go ahead and set 669A. Now this is exactly the same. I've already been playing in here, so it has a charge weight set. I'm going to go ahead and hit set target weight. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. Now, the great thing is I can hit disconnect now. This machine does not care that I've disconnected from it. So watch. There we go. Now, I'm going to come over to this machine, 4A6D. 4A6D. And I'm going to go ahead and choose charge weight for this one. Boom. I forgot to zero that one out. So there we go. That one's going to be running. Now this one, I could be dropping this this powder charge into my Dillon or my inline die or whatever it is. And these are both running. So, once these are, I don't want to say synchronized, but once they're alternating properly, I never have to wait. So whichever one's ready, great. I can pull powder off it. So I can pull this one, the other one's running. I think you guys get the idea here. And then if I need to make an adjustment, then all I need to do, if I forget which machine I'm in, because there is no identifier on here which will tell you which one you have connected to. So what I do, just to make sure I'm not going to screw anything up, is I'll hit disconnect, and then I'll tap to scan again. And then let's say I want to make an adjustment to 4A6D. Now I can just go back into 4A6D, and I can do whatever I need to, and then I can go back into 669 and do my adjustments there. But you guys can see this is a very efficient way, albeit admittedly a little expensive. But this is a fantastic way, whether you're using an auto dropper, Autotrickler system, or a Charge Master, or whatever it is. You cannot really go wrong from a time standpoint doing a system like this. So